Hola, Timothy. My name is Fran from Spanglish Cinema Chile. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Well, congratulations on this performance and the movie. I know that you stay 5 years before the movie with Bob Dylan, so I'm extremely curious to know how cathartic was that first scene in the hospital singing to Woody and Pete.
It was exactly that. It was cathartic. It felt like getting something off my chest. It felt like a new bridge to this whole experience and relationship with Bob Dylan, where, I'd been a humble, I went from a fan to a humble follower of the Church of Bob and deep in the lore of Bob Dylan, and all of a sudden was tasked with bringing it to life. And that was the first test, that scene you just described, the song to Woody scene. So I felt really validated that it went well.
Amazing. And well, music transports you to other emotions and stay with you like in the body and the soul. So I'm curious to know how your own perception of Bob Dylan music changed after performing him.
Well, I got two answers. One is I realized the breadth of how much great music he wrote over the course of 4 years, just by performing and learning all these songs in the movie, and having so much fun playing with the lyrics, having not come up with them. I can only imagine what it was like for him, having generated everything. But my relationship with his music continues to grow because I continue to discover new music of his, especially through his later career in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. He put out so much fantastic work, so I continue to benefit from it and from my relationship with it.
And how was it to receive those beautiful words that Bob put for you
Yeah,
last
it was
week?
very affirming. It was very affirming. It felt like in any walk of life, I'm sure you can relate to it too, when you're starting out your career or you're unsure of what you're doing, to have a great like Bob Dylan, affirm what I'm doing with my life's choice. It felt great.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
well, I'm a sociologist, so I'm a huge fan of that decade. I
hmm
think the collective music, the collective social movement are amazing. So, how was it for you to be able to live that decade?
Yeah, a dream. Eh, you know, I agree. It was just a fantastically fertile time in American history, and world history. But just culturally, so much came of the 1960s. Dune came from the 1960s. It didn't come from the East Coast, but it was written on the West Coast. But there was an open-mindedness. There was just something in the air in that period that brought us, just so much great work. Like I've done two Dune movies and I've done a Bob Dylan film, which means I've spent in production like almost a year of my life working on projects or figures that were born of the 1960s,
Amazing decade. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for introducing the music again, because new generations are going to be like new in Bob Dylan because of this movie.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's the humble hope. Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye.